Welcome to a new episode of Talking Area 51. I am your host, 51 Spade. And you know what time it is, man. We got to get into the new music. I got to get into it, show y'all what I've been bumping, what y'all should be listening to, and what y'all need to check out. And first up, man, we're going to be talking about IDK. I've been a fan of IDK for a minute, man. This man can lyrically rap his ass off, different type of style. Different approach too, you know what I'm saying? But the new mixtape is ETDS, Even the Devil Smiles, a mixtape by IDK. And hey man, this was a nice collection body of work. I must say that this dude, IDK, if you've never checked him out before, imagine Common and Kanye West kind of put together, but at point in times he can get a little edgy, knows how to make good songs, knows how to make popular songs, know how to make street songs. You can't really put him in a box because he's gonna break up out of that box. He's not really trying to be preachy, but at the same point in time, he's very, very conscious of the things that he do. And I was presently surprised by this project. Now, prior to like him coming out, some of the things you might not know is he was locked up prior to releasing his album, and I think this is a concept album, kind of digging into his past a little bit, kind of asking the question like, is there karma based on the things that he's done, and kind of going through his life and what it's like to be a felon, how people look at you. His transitions of what he actually went through, and how he's not the same person that he was, but might get looked at how he is. And I can sympathize with that because I am a felon myself. So a lot of times when you make that transitional switch from one thing to another, then people kind of still have that mentality of looking at you like you're the same person, like you're supposed to be, and like you won't learn. And then sometimes you might have survivors remorse about leaving certain people behind because now you live a different lifestyle. And on top of that, you think those nights that keep you up about things that you did, and is there karma coming from you, and kind of giving the blueprint of what it was like. Let's go over some of the features because, hey man, he got some good features on here. For one, Black Thought is on here. You got Joy Valance and Bray. He has a song on here where he has a hook from DMX. I remember on, I think he had an old project. I don't really remember the name. Let's find out what on Use For Yourself. He has a song actually with DMX, but on this one he was actually get a hook on there on Start to Finish. He had Conductor Williams on here. MF Doom, possibly, I don't know how to say that name. I really apologize. And the highlight of the album and verse and things that people were talking about for the most, and we've been talking about for weeks, is Pusha T. He has a song on there, Life for a Life, where Pusha T has been doing his thing, man. You know, it is what it is. Majority of the songs they self, it has a star-studded cast, and I will say that, from beginning to end, he carves out different situations that go on in the album, talking about his mischievous breaking in and entering and robberies that he used to do on a song called COP. And just talking about the anti-authority attitudes of his youth and things that was going on, what it was like for him to come out of jail, having cell block therapy, and his worries about finding a job like every felon, goes through those type of things. So this is a well-rounded project, man. I must say, if you never listen to IDK, give it a listen, man, because this is a good project. It has 15 songs on it. Not mad at the songs. Nice body of work. Would I say this is his best work? I wouldn't say that, because I think his past projects sound to me a little bit better, but this one is definitely worth checking out, especially, like I said, if you're into, you like Kanye, you like Common, you like Conscious, you like it with a little bit of edge. He has things for the women, but in this project, like I said, it is it's a body of work of just him talking about his life and what he went through coming out of prison, his past transgressions, making that switch and kind of reminiscing, telling, being vulnerable on the things that he was actually going through. So yeah, you definitely want to check these out, man. This is definitely something worth checking out. I'm not mad at it. It's a good project. Even the Devil Smiles, a mixtape by IDK. So y'all go check that out, and let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about, my dog Currency. Currency is back, and if y'all know, man, I'm a big fan of Currency. So they have Currency dropping the albums the way that he dropped. I'm definitely a fan of that, and that's everywhere you look, man. We got a collection of 8 songs. Surprise guest on here is Wiz Khalifa, and you already know what y'all get with Currency, man. Y'all already know what y'all get with Currency. Currency beats are gonna be laid back. They gonna be jazzy. They gonna be groovy. That's what he does on here. Eye of the Storm is one of my favorites on there. Reefer, and Currency is doing what he do, man. It's not a long project. Like I said, it's 8 songs on there. He's gonna give you the pimping. He's gonna give you the laid back. He's gonna give you his everyday living. He gonna give you jet life, first and foremost. But to have Currency always coming back, the thing that I appreciate the most about that is no matter when you decide to really listen to Currency, Currency is always gonna sound up to date and in play, and you can play this at any point in time. I remember by Currency dropping so many mixtapes that there had been some I had missed, and then went back and listened, and it still sound current to the things that he's dropping now. And that's one thing you could always give him credit for. This is a man that stays absolutely busy, always in the studio. I'm never mad at a project when I see it coming. And if y'all didn't know, I'm here to update y'all, man. Go check out everywhere you look, because you will not be disappointed. Currency, back on top, never went nowhere. He has his own style, his own groove, but I'm quite sure y'all know about Currency, so I'm not mad at it. I wish it was a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? And crazy enough, I've been checking out a lot of the Fendi P, cause like I said, sometimes they drop projects so much that I miss something. I even saw a mixtape of him that I had missed. So this happened to pop up on my timeline. I was like, oh shit, Currency just dropped. So I wanted to check that out. I checked it out. It was what I thought it was, and I'm never mad at Currency because I'm a big fan of Currency. So y'all go check that out. Hey, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we got 42 Dugg. Man, I'm a fan of 42 Dugg, man. It's crazy to me because 42 Dugg is like one of those rappers that, you know, he goes away for a little while. Obviously, you know, he might get locked up or something like that, and then it's like he never left. Still dropping bombs, still dropping shit that I like, and you know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got part 3. 10 songs on here, but these 10 songs is slapping. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. Go check this out. You a fan of 42 Dugg, man? This is 42 Dugg. Some of the features on here, we got Lil Baby, Rollo Rodriguez. We got ESTG on here, G Herbo. You got Skilla Baby on here. Glorilla is on here, and Playboy Clay is on here. But I'm gonna tell you, man, from beginning, from when I dropped this out, I started to think to myself like who 42 kind of reminded me of, and I'm gonna be honest, man. He kind of give me the feeling of Jeezy back in the day, like when Jeezy used to come with that thug motivation and he first dropped. Like he kind of gives me that aura and that feel, and kind of give you that motivation to go hustle, go grind, go get it. And this is no different. His hooks are always simple but good. I don't even want to say simple but good. They be simple but great. Definitely a fan of it. Something that really stood out to me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because typically I'm not really a fan of like female rappers like that, but the song that he did with Glorilla, for some reason the back and forth flow that they had, that actually stood out to me. The one with Rollo Rodriguez, that was really a good one with him and the Lil Baby, because I haven't heard Rollo in like a minute. That was definitely a banger. His opening intro was a banger. Like he has songs, man, that it's just this 42 Dugg know how to make hits. That's just simple and plain. He knows how to make hits. He gonna take you to the club. He gonna take you to the street. He gonna take you to the hustle. His hooks are sonically sounding, even when he's saying something simplistic. You see what I'm saying? He got a with the Skrilla baby. He got a song on there called "Thick One," and it's just like this. It's like that simple. He's like, I want the thick one. I want the thick one. If I gotta choose, I'm gonna choose the thick one. But it's the way that they doing it on that song. I mean, it's crazy to me that sometimes, and I like that because I like when people don't try to overcomplicate a hook, and he doesn't do that. But like I said, it's a good collection of 10 songs. 42 Dugg, he's back. Go check it out. It's called Part 3. You won't be disappointed. I definitely wasn't disappointed. And yeah, that's what it is, man. Let's go check out the next song. On to the album, next one. Up next, man, we going to R&B, and we have Fable. This Fable album, this is called Ratchet and Blues, and it's exactly how it sounds. Now, Fable, I've been checking out for like a little minute, and you could tell that Fable was really influenced by like 80s and 90s R&B, but this is like a LA R&B singer, and he has a collection of 15 songs on here. Features on here. You got Kiana Lede on here and Nate Curry, and for the most part it's on him. But he'll give you the rendition of, I think a lot of his influence come from R. Kelly, in that, and kind of like in that pocket, more straightforward. He does a lot of renditions of a lot of 80s songs where he kind of or even where he's taking like Brandy songs and doing like an updated version kind of around that era. And I'm not mad at that, you know what I'm saying? Because like with guys in the R&B and the R&B state that it's in right now, I find myself sometimes like searching for R&B artists that really, really kind of stand out to me. Like, being able to sing is okay, but being a great songwriter and making me feel the song is what I feel the most. So with this one, he kind of takes you on a journey on the things that he's actually going through, like most R&B singers do, but putting a little bit of ratchet on it, a little bit of spin. And for me, I'm always like a little bit of street in the shit that I'm listening to. I won't even hold y'all. So it's not like it's just like straight cookie cutter like that, because he's gonna, and to me, a lot of the R&B now has turned to that. You have a lot of R&B now. It's not your traditional R&B. They have cursing in there. They talk about sex more explicit. They talk about street life more explicit. They're gonna curse more than they used to. So now the R&B has took a little bit of spin, and Fable is no different. So he's definitely gonna give you that. But would I tell y'all to go check it out? Yeah, definitely go check it out. You know what I'm saying? He did. Now I will say this: like there was a project that he had. What was it? Yeah, Don't Get Too Crazy. I think I liked it. Don't Get Too Crazy and Soul Aquarius a lot more than this one. Just being honest, because you know, the more that you do songs, like I say, in your craft and songs, and you're putting out more project, you're gonna experiment a little bit more. So I felt more like this one was more of a like an experimentation, but it was actually working. But I did like some of the songs and singles more on his earlier projects than this one right here. So I'm interested to see how he continues on with this. But is it worth checking out? Yeah, definitely check that out. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give y'all an update on everything that I've been listening to, the new music. I'm breaking this one down because this is actually from last Friday. I'm at the work on this video. I've been just slaughtered with work. So I wanted to break this down. So I actually will have another video updating on the new music that came out this Friday real soon. And it's going to be real back to back. So y'all just stay tuned for that. I didn't want to overload y'all and just give y'all something real quick to check out. But yeah, go check this out, man. You're new to the channel. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So help me with that, please, man. Do not hesitate. Please click up that like, up that hype. It's your boy 51 Spade. I'm signing off for Talking Area 51 for the Perry AMG Network. And y'all go check those out, man. And until next time. Peace.